The Honourable Bob Namber.
Mr President, I rise to thank and congratulate the Crookwell Hospital Auxiliary for their incredible work in fundraising for replacement televisions for patient rooms at Crookwell Hospital. Until recently, patients at the hospital had been watching TV on units that were good in their day, but no longer could pick up all the free-to-air channels. Patients who wanted to see the full range of free-to-air TV channels were all having to go into a common area, which in turn presented logistical issues for staff. Upgrading TVs sounds like a relatively straightforward job, but the TVs for patients had to be integrated with the nurse call bell system, which added a layer of complexity and expense to the task. And this is where the Crookwell Hospital Auxiliary clicked into action. Having identified the new TVs as their number one priority for the year, the Auxiliary recently held a fundraising event at the Crookwell Memorial Hall. The event featured the Australian Army Band, Kapuka, and by all reports, it was extremely successful. In fact, the Auxiliary conducted a fundraising auction at the event which raised over $8,000, but it didn't stop there. They kept going, and they have ultimately raised over $17,000 to contribute to the cost of the televisions and the new call bell system. I'm delighted to report that the Department of Health has also come to the party, finding the remaining funds to complete the job. The TVs have now been purchased and they are installed, and the new call bell system has been put in place, and the whole system, I'm advised, is working well. I understand patients were able to tune in to the State of Origin match last week, which no doubt did a bit of damage to their blood pressure, but it is a great example of how local communities, especially in regional areas, band together to help each other out. It's this community spirit, this willingness to help each other out, that makes life in our country town so special and the envy of city dwellers like me. To that end, I again congratulate the Crookwell Hospital Auxiliary, led by its President Greg Long. I also want to recognise the advocacy of Michael Pilbrow, who has pressed this issue with me and the Minister. And finally, I also want to acknowledge the Minister for Health, Ryan Park, for following up and ensuring his department took action to deliver the new TVs as quickly as possible.
Thank you. Ms Kate Fairman.